as long as we make the show. We can be the best or we can be the worst. So we can be the best thing you ever heard. With the motor singing and the grandstands ringing, it's hard to put it all in words. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do. Out on the dirt ovals we play, life in the bright lights with no shades. Letting her go, letting her rip, letting her fly, tossing her in sideways, living the life, letting her ride, eyesight winning to die. Cross her up on the cushion, crossing the line, cause some drama and some bullshit they didn't like. And if they don't like the move, then we're ready to fight.
Well, hello, everybody. We are here on YouTube. We are live here in the with the background in the Chaz's studios. Wouldn't this be great every week? Halftime shows, post-race shows, with the track in the background, boy. This is nice. If somebody wants to sponsor me a camper or Camping World, hey, you like what I do, maybe you know somebody who does, this is the way to do it, buddy. This is the way to do it. Now, hold on. Before we get into this sprint car stuff, they're doing interviews right now. Let's give a rundown of the finishing order of the main event. Our top three, you had James McFadden pick up the win. Great battle with Donnie Schatz, even though lead changes didn't technically occur. It was a very eventful race. Donnie Schatz ends up second. Third, Tanner Holmes, who had to battle to get that third place finish. It was very impactful to see Tanner Holmes debut with the World of Outlaw Sprint Car Series. But one debut that was just a little bit better. We got to give credit where credit is due. We got to give credit where credit is due. Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your TV screens. Hold on, we got to make this a little bit smaller. But it happened. And I tried to. I texted David Strimmy on Monday. I almost pulled the plug on this whole Jackson deal. I texted David Strimmy and I was like, hey, man, I think Davenport's going to do something special come Lucas Oil with this SRX deal. And ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Davenport dominated, absolutely destroyed. And this is the only time he had a little bit of race. Absolutely destroyed the SRX group, because that's what they are. Probably a tougher group than NASCAR's group, because that's all they are either. Destroyed them. Look at them, just slice and dice and kicks their ass and says goodbye. Literally bye. Watch this. Bye. Bye, guys. Amateurs, you are just NASCAR stars. This is what dirt track stars do to NASCAR and IndyCar stars. They absolutely destroy them. Now, a bunch of people may sit there and say, well, Jonathan Davenport didn't do crap at Bristol in a cup car. Well, as much as, and my response, I'm going to get a little animated. He dominated this damn thing. You know, steals the show. I mean, look at the headlines are starting to pop across the airwaves, and people are saying, well, Chaz, if he's so damn badass, how did he struggle in the cup car at Bristol? Well, for one, those cup cars are not equal. You've heard it from Denny Hamlin and Dale Earnhardt Jr. All this talk about the next gen being equal vehicles is bullshit. It's a novelty. And this is what happens. Steve Kinser did it to him at Talladega, buddy. You can talk about Steve Kinser's cup career all you want. In that experimental Kenny Bernstein ride, straight from Cup, or straight from World Outlaw Sprint Car Racing, straight into the experimental team, 6 races and you're out. 6, 7 races by, you suck. Straight from there to Dover. No ARCA and truck tryouts and all this shit they do to people today. Not even what Jonathan Davenport got. Jonathan Davenport at least got put on a dirt car or on a dirt track in NASCAR. But those next-gen cars are junk. They don't really have a real practice session like most series do. And it was no chance for JD. He was in a backup car. This, however, with SRX, everybody's in an equal vehicle. And you're on a dirt track, and JD was going to dominate that ass, and that's exactly what JD did. So Jonathan Davenport shows up, jumps into this SRX car, and dominates the SRX series. So they do 2 heat races. The first heat race, he started on the pole, won that. They inverted it. He started at the back of the next heat race, drove by them all, won that sumbitch, and then led 90 of 90 laps in the main event. Destroyed them. Now, every professional top-level dirt racer who runs top 5 or 10 in the sprint cars, late models, USMTS modifieds, I'm trying to think of somebody else, probably top 10 in the IMCA stock car division of the country, probably every top 10 in the IMCA divisions of the country. UMP, I don't know what's wrong with you. I can't really put you in the same category, but you could have jumped into this XRX car and been right there with them, and the 11 other cars would have finished 11th through 20th because y'all all would have dominated their ass. Because the dirt racers are the greatest race car drivers in the country of America, and I'm willing to bet the world. Especially when it comes to this circle track thing on dirt. There ain't nobody that can come into our pond and kick our shark's ass. It's a big old ocean out here in dirt world. There's a lot of land to cover if you want to win. It ain't no little rich preppy pond in some billionaire's backyard like Formula One and NASCAR and IndyCar protecting your little crappie ass. You drop your crappie and your little largemouth bass in the ocean, and we got sharks out here ready to chomp your ass. Now, speaking of sharks, buddy, how about the performance of Tanner Holmes tonight? Which obviously, I've said Tanner Thorson a lot over the last few years. Great race car driver. But when I say Tanner, I think of Thorson. I'm sorry, Tanner Holmes. I said Tanner Holmes so much the last week, you'd think I'd figured it out by now. But Tanner Holmes. Obviously, we see the screen here. James McFadden won the A main event. But let's just do a little recap of the A main event. It started out with shots leading. Holmes and J-Mac had a little bit of a fight. J-Mac gets the spot. McFadden was fast. On lap 8, he went to the inside, took the lead. Macedo actually got by Holmes on lap 12. Holmes fins him off. Sorry about that. Holmes fended him off. By lap 14, Holmes was catching shots. Shots, though, was able to pull away. McFadden also pulls away in the same process. By lap 18, it was shots, Holmes, Macedo in a battle for the second spot. Caution came out. David Gravel blew a tire, was not able to get back onto the track from what I could see. Big championship implications after tonight. This is going to be a huge shakeup. With 7 to go, the running order was McFadden, Shots, Holmes, Macedo, and Kofoid, who we still don't know how got into the top 8. I'm assuming there were some shakeups in the points. On the restart, Holmes misses the line in 3 and 4. Macedo closes in. With 5 to go, Shots, McFadden gone, battling for the lead. Shots high, McFadden low. McFadden changes lines and pulls away. Really, really smart racecraft there by McFadden, because it was Shots up top, McFadden on the bottom. They were about head up, and then McFadden pulled to the top, took the line away, and then went right back to the bottom. Just had to give him a little of that dirty air, and it destroyed Shots. Just a little dirty air, and it ruined the race for Shots. Macedo was able to get by Holmes while this was happening. And then there was a caution with 3 laps to go, as Baston had a right rear flat. Few right rear flats, and the track looks good, so I don't think it had anything to do with track conditions. On the restart, it was running order with 3 to go. McFadden, Shots, Macedo up to 3rd. Holmes, and then Gio Selzy had gotten into the 5th position around Kofoid. McFadden was gone. Holmes was actually pressuring Macedo with a slider into for 3rd, going into 1 and 2. Holmes passed Macedo and pulled away. McFadden pulls away from everybody, wins. And your top 10 was McFadden, Schatz, Holmes, Macedo, Selzy. And then 6th was Kofoid. 7th was Sweet, which, once again, big championship swing tonight. This could have been the dagger. 8th was Justin Sanders. Solid run once again. 9th, Rico. And 10th was Sheldon, which I think that's almost a hard charger potentially for Sheldon. I haven't seen what has came up onto the airwaves just yet. But once again, James McFadden, who picked up the win, who's been one of the fastest drivers in 410 sprint car racing this year. I said it earlier in the last week when I was talking to some people. I think I said it on the airways when I was interviewing McFadden. If he don't have that tire issue, he could potentially be a championship contender in this whole deal. McFadden has been extremely, extremely fast, but the target's on the 83 car, not the 83 JR. So very interesting things that's happened tonight. But above all, you gotta say that SRX win by Jonathan Davenport was pretty dang big. Pretty dang big. And then this is the points, of course, the cumulative points all night long that's going to end up setting this Jackson, I believe, Final Four, and then they're going to race for the top spot in the main event on Saturday. They'll be locked in, I believe, after tomorrow's racing action into the top 4 from 2 nights of racing. I believe that's how they're doing this. Don't quote me on that. But that's what I gathered from talking to a bunch of people Wednesday night. So Schatz is leading the points, even though he didn't pick up the win. Obviously, they're doing accumulative points throughout the entire night. Points from qualifying and the heat race to set up the top 8 for the dash redraw and the dash itself. But they're also accumulating the A-main points to get these overall points from the 2 days competition. So right now, Donnie Schatz sits as the #1 points leader of the Jackson Nationals. James McFadden sitting 2nd. Tanner Holmes in 3rd, literally slapping the shit out of these haters. I mean, this is gold, man. I've known of Tanner Holmes. We've had a lot of conversations. We had one at Chico last year. I haven't got to watch him a lot. I know he's extremely dominant in the limited sprint car division of Oregon, which has some pretty good drivers. I mean, just because you get into these lower divisions of sprint car racing, don't mean that the talent goes away. It's potentially even more talent because it's almost like, a bigger pond, a bigger lake of people competing. So there's a lot of wild sharks out there. Once again, it can be really tough to be a top competitor in an IMCA stock car or 305 sprint car because so many people can afford to play. So there could be a lot more players hitting the ball really hard. But what Tanner Holmes has done with this whole 1T situation is absolutely unbelievable because he was not a World of Outlaw level talent. Anyone could say that. It's not like he had World of Outlaw. He ain't got a 410 sprint car win on his resume, I don't believe. But the guy got caught up in a situation where, from my understanding, another driver didn't want the Shark Racing 1A car. And Bobby was in sort of a situation, and Tanner Holmes was tapped, needing a driver for that 1A car. And all this hate, all this pressure, all these doubters and this, that, sayers and whatever. And the guy comes out, first outlaw race, really, in a competitive, a fair shot in an outlaw race, with a team, pops #1 overall qualifying. Competes fairly well in an inverted heat race that's not typical for the World of Outlaws. And then comes out here, dices it up with the leaders almost. He was catching shots in McFadden in that stage before the caution came out for gravel. He had actually pulled in. He pulled away from Macedo and was pulling in Schatz and McFadden. And then to have Carson Macedo pass you, and then you pass his ass back. Phil Dietz in the 41, you pass his ass right back. That's just as special as Justin Sanders driving back around Kyle Larson Tuesday night at Houston's. That was literally getting drafted 6th round, and the number 1 draft pick got hurt, and here comes your ass. You shouldn't even be in the same league. You were from some bullshit arena. You're like Kurt Warner. You came from the Arena Football League. You shouldn't even be on the field. Trick Green is injured. Who are you? Trick Green's got issues. Who are you? You ain't no golden boy. And he goes out there and throws touchdowns in their fucking face, buddy. That is a competition, competitor, performing in the moment ability that not a lot of people have in this sport. Let's just say it. A lot of people let the pressure get to them. You know, a lot of people lose to Kyle Larson because when they line up next to him, they already thought they were beaten. You know, Justin Sanders don't think that. A lot of these outlaw drivers don't think that. Some of them do. Unfortunately, some of them do. But the winners don't. The champions don't. The ones that get out there and do what Tanner Holmes just did don't. This was an unbelievable performance by Tanner Holmes tonight. Tanner Holmes. Hopefully I've said Holmes every time because I did not mean to say Thorson. Although, Tanner Thorson, you're still a bad motherfucker. You showed up to the PA Speed Weeks and did what you did. You should have been calling the 1A car. I don't know. But, I mean, this was remarkable. And I don't think anyone who was doubting, even though you're saying rich kid, they're all rich kids, it seems like nowadays. Whatever excuse or doubt or worry or bark you had for Tanner Holmes in this 1A car situation, 1T officially, you have lost. You have to admit, you have lost. It is over for you. You are beaten. He just shut you the fuck up. He did. I'm sorry. Some of the people that were doubting it, I have a lot of respect for. But after what just happened, you cannot deny that Tanner Holmes deserves to be in that ride, because it looks like the sumbitch might pick up a win here soon. He may pick up a win before the week is over. He may win tomorrow night. It looks like he's a damn good shoe-in to be a top 4 lock-in to the Jackson fucking Nationals for $25K come Saturday. I didn't see this coming. Who saw this coming? I was hoping for a top 10 to defend Tanner on. I didn't know he was going to come out here and light the damn world up and put numbers on the board. This is unbelievable. Michael Buddy Coltvoy can't even keep up with them. Brad Sweet's trying to figure out what to do. Giovanni Scelzi's lost. Justin Sanders is top 10 in it. He's great. He's good, but they can't keep up with your boy, your rich kid. What you're calling him out there. They can't keep up with Tanner Holmes. And I think, unfortunately for the Jacob Allen fans out there, that Tanner Holmes is showing how much potential that vehicle had. We got people coming in now, showing up. How about that? Shut the door. Come on. No, shut the door. Come on. We got people here. The David, New Zealander, you saw him on our live today. He just walked in. How about Tanner fucking Holmes?
Dude.
How about that? And did you know that Jonathan Davenport, you know who that is?
Yep.
Won the SRX race tonight at Lucas Oil, led 90 and 90 laps, destroyed him.
Oh, yeah. And did they fire Haley Deacon?
They didn't fire Haley Deegan. No. Well, the Haley Deegan of dirt just whooped some ass, buddy.
Oh, really?
No, well, that's what they call Tanner Holmes. Oh, my God. No, he's had a few beers, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, unbelievable night. Donnie Schatz once again top in points. You're seeing it on the screen. And the championship swing here is unbelievable. Who knows what we're looking at? Coming in the night, it was 14 points, I believe, between Gravel and Sweet. And now, who knows? What is it at? Because Gravel just lost all kinds of let's see. He had to lose all kinds of points after tonight. The points have not been updated. They were updated was August 12th. Let's go into the comment section and see what some people have to say here. Oh my God. Oh, there's already some haters going. Y'all must be from the U.S. Dirt Track Racing group on Facebook trying to kick me out. Is Chaz a Busch Light or Bud Light guy? I am a Bud Select 55 guy, actually. Good point there, Steve Penland. 7 of top 10 West Coast drivers. It's true, the West Coast just teaches you how to be aggressive in a race car. Chaz, keep in mind, half the sprint car fan base are miserable boomers that complain all the time about everything. This is potentially a fact. Tanner Holmes came up from racing outlaw carts to sprint car racing. Outlaw carts possibly the closest thing to full-blown sprint cars that there is. I definitely think outlaw carts are closer than micros by far. Outlaw definitely closer than micros. Tanner does need some victory fuel or palm gear for the podium. They may appreciate a YouTuber promoting their goods. This is true. The Sharks are wild as fuck this time of the year. Yes, okay. Great run for Tanner. I think this is his first time hitting quick time and holding it. Yeah, that's hard. Chaz is on it. Yak. There's a hater right there. Hippie, of course. Go smoke your weed. Do some dabs. Chaz, keep in mind, okay, you already read that. Chaz Dirt Vision showed gravel behind by 40 points now. And this is Jordan doing some work with, what was the team? I did get your email, Jordan. Dang it, I can't remember the team that Jordan was talking to me about. Tanner Holmes busted their ass. All the haters just got slapped in the face. 1A. 1A. Well, it's 1T now. Apparently it's 1T. That Tanner looked awful sharp tonight. I don't know who was that turd talking earlier about him. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it was a turd talking shit. Watching the calories, same here. Yes, the Budweiser 55. You got a Bud 55? Serve me up one. These New Zealanders are always ready to drink, you know.
Tanner Holmes is a real deal, bro.
Tanner Holmes is a real deal. There's no way around it now. All these guys, we got the Bud Select 55. Oh, Select 55. Where is that? Oh, nope, right here. We got the My Race Pass. We've been here live all night. We did a halftime show, and then we did post-race right now. The halftime show was a hit, though. Halftime show, we had, I think it was 180, 90 people in here for the halftime show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people were tuned into that. I may just do that every damn night. And look at this. So this is obviously the New Zealanders camper, but look at this background. It's like I'm NASCAR. Come look at this. Look at this. We got the damn track in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look, it's like
you gotta see it?
Yeah. You see the track in the background? I should move over and like center her up.
Oh, hang on, let me fucking recharge.
No, yeah, he's got to recharge alcohol. That's what these New Zealanders do to recharge. It's not Gatorade, it's fucking alcohol.
We don't let sell Gatorade.
Oh, yeah, they can't sell Gatorade in New Zealand. Why is that? Because of some food coloring's illegal. I still think that this freaking Jonathan Davenport dominated SRX is just insane.
And he don't even do that fucking.
He don't do it at all. He just dominated him. Oh God, here comes an idiot for sure. Oh no, Eileen, not you. Eileen Georgeski, Ashley. That's is she a wifey yet? Why is she not wifey? I don't get it. Robbie Price, that's right, Jordan. Robbie Price. Chris S says UMP has better competition and wheelmen on the East Coast than the USMTS. USMTS just has more wealthy yuppies who bought modifieds and stacker trailers. You're wrong. Absolutely wrong. So the 305 feature just officially ended, and we're actually losing KB. I don't know how. It needs to go back up. Please go up some more. Oh, wow. The internet just took a little bit of a jab. Ever since we opened the beer. Maybe that's what it is. Don't drink and film. That's the message here. Oh. We just lost all KBs. Sorry if we're having a bit of technical difficulties here. We are on the DoneRightTV internet, and it's been solid all night long. We had the halftime show. We started the post-race show. We're just going to keep on doing it. Jacob phoned in and extended his vacation. Logan approved. Tanner is here to stay. Okay. Late model and sprint car people need to stick together. Save the hate for the drag racers and the payment guys. That's a great way to say it. Happy for Tanner. Bunch of other stuff. I am a Gravel Baston Macedo fan. Was very mad when Gravel Baston got flat, but still cheered for them, even Tanner. If anyone disagrees with me, for my favorites, tell me yours. There you go. There's a way to look at it. Is it party time or is it cold out there? It did get a little chilly.
It's actually not too bad.
It's not that bad?
No, there's no wind.
There's no wind anymore.
Nope.
So it's supposed to get down to 51 degrees tonight.
No, it ain't that. It ain't
nowhere near 51 degrees?
No, you'd be lucky if it's 60. Which is fucking happy about. 57. Yeah, it's not going to get down to 51 like it was earlier.
Who the hell is this?
Tanner Holmes.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming. They're knocking on the deal.
In,
Oh, no. Come on in. Come on in. He's cold.
Come on, man.
Come on in. We're live.
Oh, we're live?
Oh, we're live. We did a halftime show. We're doing a post-race show.
Gravel fucking had a rough night.
Back by 40 points now.
40?
40.
Oh, really? 40 points?
Back by 40 points.
Yeah, he shit the bed in the heat again.
What happened to the handbrake?
I don't know. He looked like something happened. He came into 1 and 2.
No, I'm just talking to you about that being your wife.
Thank you, Jordan, for the CA 1999. I guess California has their own money now.
I didn't see the 1A putting it on the podium, but that was a hell of a run. 1T, sorry, correct?
Yeah, it is 1T now.
1T.
Look at this background. Look at this background. We got the racetrack in the back. That's crazy.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
Nice little setup.
We had a halftime show and everything.
Yeah, I got Matt Johnson in the 305.
Won it. 305 race is over. And then Jonathan Davenport dominated SRX.
Yeah.
Destroyed him.
Where was that at?
Lucas Oil.
Okay.
Destroyed him.
Was Stewart running
On
that?
the dirt track?
Yeah, on the dirt track. Destroyed him.
Destroyed anyone.
First try.
That was good. It was a good
In
feature.
a
In fact,
car,
he
in a
came
car,
out of
he's
nowhere.
never even beaten.
Never been in it. Showed up and just kicked their ass, yep. Like Steve Kinzer at Talladega and IROC.
Tanner Holmes, first night World of Outlaws.
Nice. Both on the
On the
podium.
podium.
Schuhart, where was Schuhart?
Dude,
Battling
he
at
got
the
back
back.
on. He got
He
back.
was doing bad. He didn't do good.
That's impressive for the kid.
Somebody said 51 degrees in August in Minnesota. That's not too bad. Apparently that's just normal for
it's not
you.
good when I gotta go put sweatpants on.
Yeah.
That's the problem right now. Even the Minnesota people are fucking
Yeah.
wearing up.
Freaking Minnesota people are like beaver fuckers to get their wool, you know?
Yeah, and I've seen Minnesota people here that still got fucking tank
T-shirts
tops on.
and fucking,
Yeah, they got tank tops on at 51 degrees, guys.
Tank tops on. Come on, man.
What
Like
is
up
wrong
in
with
Florida,
them?
Like, I'm not freezing, but like, yeah, it's not normal.
So it is post-race. They're saying it's not cold outside.
It's not
It's
too
chilly.
bad.
It's a little chilly.
It's not
Oh, they're lying to me, guys.
It's middle. It's like a 20th
20th place
place finisher.
finish. Oh, my God. This is what's wrong with America, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Sam.
But anyways,
We got
who wins an outlaw feature first? Day in the 14 or Holmes and the Shark? I would bet on Holmes right now. I don't know if the 1A is just that much better than the 14, but I would have to say that Holmes is going to win that battle. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. We'll probably do this tomorrow. So pay attention to a pre-race, a halftime, and a post-race show live here from the Jackson Motorplex. Those super chats matter a lot. Let's talk about the quiet night for Sweet. He still gained points. Yeah, but he went from 9th to 7th, Jordan. That's really not that impressive. I'm just saying. Tanner, 2nd to Donnie is a win. That's pretty close, but he was 3rd. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like the video, share the video, and as always, subscribe. We will catch you next time, live tomorrow from the Jackson Nationals, night number 2. We will see you then. Bam.